This one's called the Internet Censorship Era.
Imagine this, a place where you can log on to anywhere in the world and meet anyone at any time. You're all free to discuss your own opinions, whether they be good or bad. And you can also get your freak on while you're at it. This magical place is known as the internet has been getting used by the world population for decades. Well, was being used. You can rip that all up because that era of the internet is officially dead. ID verifications. Social media posts taken down for no reason. Taking pictures of you randomly while your camera's on. Nah, I just added that last part, but let's be real. We all have definitely had an FBI agent goon to us through the camera screen while we've been naked, and what are we?
Look, bro. When I'm like not streaming or recording anything, bro, this camera is off, gang. This camera is off. I make sure it's off and I got the little cap. You know what I'm saying? But on my laptop, I don't use it that often. But I don't be covering the screen on the laptop though. But I don't even do laptop goons. I haven't done laptop goons in like years. If anything, probably decade, bro. Like it's been a long time since I've done laptop goons. But I know a lot of people who exclusively goon on their laptop. So it's like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They probably watching you through there though. I ain't like, cause that's like built into the computer too. So yeah, they probably got you, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They probably watching you, especially through your phone too. Actually, yeah. I just thought about that. Yeah, never mind. They definitely see my shit.
You gonna do? Stop paying taxes? I stopped paying years ago and it did nothing. Recently, a lot of people have been getting worried about the state of the internet and are wondering how long it will actually be in the form we have now. This all stems from one country deciding nationwide to completely change its laws on the internet. The United Kingdom. Man, y'all always gotta ruin everything. First it was food, then it was rap, and now the internet because every country's gonna be watching the UK to see how it goes.
Tommy, yo. Chill out on KSI, bro. Chill. He wait, didn't he redeem himself? Didn't he have another song after that? After that, like from the screen to the pen to the all that. Like, didn't he have another song after that?
Trying to implement their own type of system to spy on their citizens. I'm just playing, by the way. For any of my UK viewers watching now, y'all are valid in my eyes. You are losing on this one to us, though. USA for the win. On July 25th this year, the UK passed one of its biggest internet safety act bills ever. The main reasons for them passing it was to block any adult content, violent content, graphic videos, and political videos they say are quote-unquote harmful to the youth. Now,
wait, I thought it was just like the adult stuff. Wait, what are they blocking?
The act bills ever. The main reasons for them passing it was to block any adult content, violent content, graphic videos, and political videos.
Whoa. So we can't even get no more fights down in the Mandem no more? Bro, I seen this one video, bro. Kids look like they were no older than like middle school. They were all dressed up in their little uniforms. You could tell they were British because everybody in the video was like not speaking in regular English. And then, bro, they both dropped their bags and they just started fighting, bro. I was like, yo, what is going on? It was on Twitter. I'm pretty sure I have it in my bookmarks somewhere, but like I'm not scrolling through all that. But it was crazy. So like we're not getting no stuff like that no more, bro. Like, and I feel like the only real problem with this is like if it does spread to everywhere. Cause I mean the US already has like some other shit like you can't get on like certain sites or whatever. But that's just like for goon purposes. Like nobody cares about that. Bro, when they start touching, like, Spotify, YouTube, stuff like that, like, bro, that's when it starts to get weird, bro. Like, what do you want my ID for, bro? Like,
videos they say are quote-unquote harmful to the youth. Now, as of what is deemed harmful, it's not like the UK citizens are determining that together in a national poll. That's what the government says is harmful. And now in the UK, on basically every platform you go on, you're required to show your ID or have your face scanned for it to determine if you're old enough to be on it. Including places, and I'm not joking, Spotify. If I buy a subscription for a website and then after they say I gotta verify my ID, I'm running up to their headquarters and demanding the CEO give me a refund right there. This means officially in the UK, you can register for the army at 16, have consensual sex at 16. Some freak ass probably gonna fly over there from the States after hearing about that, but they didn't even know. But the one thing you can't do is listen to music. And of course the government's defense for this and what people are gonna be saying that agree with it is, well, it does help protect kids, so why not? Maybe that would be true if they just block like corn and gooner websites. But the problem with this and and what most people agree on is that the government shouldn't be doing the parenting for you. In this day and age, our devices and social media platforms are built more than ever to have protections for kids. Every social media platform has some type of parental control so that parents can control what their kids are.
As much as I hate, like, the idea of having to, like, use parental controls and stuff, I've seen some crazy things on the internet. Like, I had what's it called? Unmonitored, I guess? Unmonitored internet access when I was in middle school. Really, like, 5th grade onwards. Bro, I had the home computer in my room, bro. I've seen some crazy things on the internet that I probably shouldn't have seen when I was a kid. So it's like, and that's like what like desensitized me. And I do think like it probably did like, you know, make me funnier. But at the same time, it's like, bro, that's crazy, dude. Like, you don't know what it could really do to somebody. So like, I think for safety purposes, it's definitely good to like have stuff like this. But if you're a parent and you're like, oh, it's gonna take too much to do all this, then it's like, bro, you shouldn't have had no kids in the first place, bro. Not gonna lie, now the internet gotta raise your kids, bro. Tragic. And don't fucking complain about how they turn out if you didn't do the precautions for this. Now, if you're doing all this and they still like just rebel or whatever, then hey, bro, you tried. But
watching. I remember when I was younger too, TVs had built-in parental controls as well. It's not like it's 2005 and you log on the internet and it's completely and utter Russian roulette of what you're gonna see. That's only if you go on places like Twitter, which no child should be on anyways, or any human being for a long time to keep their sanity. You also have platforms that have created their own kid versions of apps like YouTube Kids. I know even that can have questionable things on it, but it's definitely like 10 times safer for a kid than typical YouTube. If a parent doesn't monitor what their kids do on the surface web, then it's the parent's fault. I think a good equivalence is like a parent who doesn't pay attention to their kid and they end up burning themselves on the stove. Then the parent tries to sue the stove company because they didn't make it kid friendly enough. And the quick solution of something like this, most people think, is just getting a VPN and boom, you won't have to worry about the law anyways. In America, there's a ton of states that have corn ban, and I didn't realize that until I moved to Texas. I mean, like I never checked. What? Why would I ever go on one of those Gooner websites? Like, the assumptions everyone's making right now towards me is crazy. But yeah, most people just get around it by using a VPN, so it doesn't matter. It's funny because the same day they enacted the law in the UK, VPN app downloads immediately shot up to #1 in every app store. And because they found out in the UK government that everyone's not shot up to #1.
Wait, what is this? What is this one? I'm not tapped in. What is Proton VPN? I use this one. This is the one I use. I can't say too much, but I be using this to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some stuff that isn't available in America that I gotta watch, you know? But is this one better? Safe, encrypted, unlimited? Is like, what's the difference? I've been using this one for years. I've been using this one right here. But I might tap into this one. Proton VPN, fast secure. I might try this one out too. You know, you can never be too shit. Never mind.
One in every app store.
My brain is moving too quick.
They found out in the UK government that everyone's not dumb and is gonna get around it using a VPN. They're now planning to restrict that as well. So the only way you'll be able to access all your favorite sites on the internet in the UK soon will be by giving your ID. And you can also bet if the government fails to keep everyone's identification safe and cyber hackers manage to get it, which of course they're cyber hackers, so they always end up getting it. Even the US government gets hacked constantly by hackers. Then they're not gonna give you if you're affected by it. Maybe they'll give you a $10 Nando's gift card for your worries. Imagine being a kid and coming back from a gruesome day at school. Mommy and daddy are having their casual 5 p.m. yelling match in the kitchen, and you just want to sit back, relax, and watch some funny Tic Tacs. Only for you to be prompted to give your ID or you can't use TikTok.
Bro. Like, they just don't understand how bad this is, bro. Like they're over here talking about, oh yeah, the kids, yeah. But it's like, bro, you now have your ID across all these websites that you use every day. So now, like, you log into your bank account, and then, like, somebody hacks your Instagram. So now your Instagram account has your ID, your bank account has the same ID. They use that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid, bro. Like, I don't understand, like, why they, like, bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, it's not that serious, bro. It's never this serious. Photo ID? Like, what? Bro. I mean, YouTube got my ID, though, so, like, I mean, YouTube got my shit already. But that was just to get monetized and shit. But So I can't save myself from that one. But I'm gonna try to not use it on the other ones.
Talking to you. You go on Fortnite only to be then asked also for your ID because there may be some danger.
Yo.
And once they start in one area, there's no going back. It's gonna end up on every single app, even if the apps are kid friendly, because some
He was gonna said they were gonna put age restrictions on Fortnite. I ain't gonna lie, some of them Fortnite games I haven't clicked them or anything like that. I really just play Battle Royale on Fortnite, but like I done seen some of them little thumbnails. I'd be like, hold on, what the fuck they got going on in here? Bro, who bro that was doing the prayer catches on Roblox? He gotta go to Fortnite then, bro. Trust. He gonna be able to do the same exact thing on Fortnite. I'm telling you. There's gotta be some weirdos on there, especially since they about to add proc chat on Fortnite. It's about to get bad.
Someone is going to complain. One of the biggest UK creators on TikTok, Dylan Page, is even saying he's gonna leave over the changes. If you were on TikTok, you probably seen Dylan Page. He's one of the biggest news creators on the app. And he said the UK has already started restricting his posts on TikTok because of the new law. People thinking they're not gonna focus on political posts are already wrong, because apparently they've started restricting posts about Gaza and Ukraine. I don't know about y'all, but as a kid in school, they would show us documentaries about war and its damages in the world, to teach us that war is cruel and it should never be the answer. It's not like this matters anyways, because kids are probably gonna see the footage on the news anyways. They're just trying to suppress it as much as possible and make it hard to find. Meanwhile, in another Western country, they're straight up banning social media for anyone under 16. Imagine being Australian and having to fight all types of creatures in the wild. You're walking on the street and gotta go toe to toe with a kangaroo, but the one battle you lose to is the internet. In Australia, their Internet Safety Act, called the Online Safety Amendment, passed in 2024. It banned anyone under 16 from being able to even have a social media account, including on YouTube. And the law got put in place for all social media apps in December except YouTube. Well, now they're reversing that.
Yeah, I was about to say, YouTube is kind of weird though. I ain't gonna lie, like, well, I don't think YouTube should count as a social media. I mean, yeah, I guess by definition it's a social media, but like, I don't think that one should count though, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Now, yeah, you banning all that other shit. 16, it seems a little high. I would say ban it at like 14. And then once you turn 14, then you could get on the internet, or at least on social media and shit. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't even think you should have no like IG, Twitter, none of that shit. I don't even think you should have that shit until you're at least in high school though. So I don't know what age Australia's high school is, but if it's 16, then I guess 16 makes sense then.
And saying they're gonna ban YouTube too. Even though you still can technically use the platforms there, not having an account kind of makes it useless because your algorithm is tied to your account. And certain social media apps require you after a while to make an account. Their government also doesn't understand by doing this, it's probably gonna make those kids worse. Because now you're gonna have a lot more of them outside, which yes, I do think kids need to go outside a lot more. But they're gonna have to find other ways to have fun, which usually for people younger is gonna be doing some dumb shit, being annoying in public or pulling pranks on random citizens in the streets. The reason why younger generations all over the world have less crime rates more than ever is because the internet is the outlet for people's stress. Sometimes it might be raging on a game. Sometimes it might be having an argument in a comment section on TikTok over gay son or thought daughter. Without that outlet, I guarantee things are gonna change in the streets. And I've seen some older Gen Z and millennials saying this is a good thing and these kids do need to go outside. But you realize that's hypocritical because you grew up with the time where these restrictions didn't exist and you could use it. And now you're saying people that are younger shouldn't get the same ability you were able to have. I would definitely be annoyed as hell if I was under 16 right now. Most of you watching, including me, probably saw some fucked up things on the internet growing up and ended up perfectly fine. I know we focus a lot more on the extreme cases in the internet where someone goes insane and does something messed up in real life, but we don't focus on the help it gives people to escape their reality of life. True, some of y'all may have had a stressful day at school or work and now you're finally kicking back and relaxing watching this video. Even not counting that, it doesn't only affect people under 16. Everyone has to pay the price for it. Just hope the government keeps your information safe and sound, I guess. I mean, it seems like the Australian government has its priorities set right.
To the Sigmas of Australia, I say that this goofy ass
Bro, this video is so stupid, bro.
government have been capping. Not just now, but for a long time. A few of you may remember when they said there'll be no phantom tax under the government I lead. They're capaholics. They're also yapaholics. They yap non-stop about how their cost.
And now to top all of this off, the land of the free isn't safe from it anymore. YouTube in a couple of days on August 13th is going to be rolling out their brand new AI age verification update in the US. It'll be similar to the UK's and scan your face to estimate your age. And their whole reason is basically the same thing the UK government is saying, to lock out.
What you mean to estimate your age? What if they get it wrong?
Certain people out of certain videos if they're not a certain age. The thing is though, YouTube already has an age restriction policy, and usually when it hits a YouTube video, no one sees it anyways. They dig it so far down the algorithm that it's hard to find. In fact, usually when a creator does get hit with the age restriction, they have to repost the video so it gets sent out in the algorithm again. But going back to what I was saying before, this is exactly what people are talking about when they say the UK law sets a bad precedent. Because now these platforms are going to be scared of any law that may be coming and add a measure just in case. People are also questioning how YouTube is gonna do it because they're basing it off your watch history and your account behavior. So is it like if you watch too many family-friendly YouTubers, they're gonna ask you? And wouldn't this not stop someone who watches a lot of older content creators even if they're younger than 18? Dude, I know when I was younger, I was watching all the edgy YouTubers and shit. But according to their rules, I guess, the person that's younger watching that older type of content would be less at a risk of getting ID'd compared to somebody that's older watching family-friendly content. In truth, I don't even think YouTube wants to add this update, but at the end of the day, if the government comes for them, they know they have to be prepared so nothing can happen. All these Western nations can no longer flex that they're better than China and Russia because they don't have authoritarian control over their media. Soon enough, I don't think they'll be able to flex this anymore. The current UK government has no clue what they're doing because now they're gonna also lower the age of voting to 16. So they put in a law that universally affects people under the age of 18 and expect those people to vote them back in office? Who the f is running the UK government? Mr. Bean, like, are you that stupid? Literally any UK politician that runs on a platform of removing this is gonna 100% win the younger vote. There's also rumors too that when GTA 6 releases, they're gonna make it so in order to play online, you're gonna have to verify with your ID everywhere. All I'm gonna say is, for any of you young who don't care about politics and think it will affect you, well, now it will, and you better start actually voting before it's too late. But Gen Z, everyone is such online activists and never go out to actually use their rights, which is just crazy to me. Anyways, that's gonna be all though. If I reach anyone in the UK or Australia, just hang in there, guys. It probably won't get better, but I'm with y'all. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out. In the past, the big problem.
My bad.
Imagine this.
It's a good video though, Tommy. I ain't gonna lie. There was a couple things. I only knew like a little bit about the situation prior to the video. That's part of the reason why I wanted to watch it anyways. YouTube does not need AI. Oh, you're talking about the AI facial recognition thing? I don't know. He said August 13th. I ain't... Shit, as far as I know, I ain't got hit by that shit yet. Currently being under 16 in the UK is basically like hell on earth. We can't have nothing. Bro, that's what it sounds like, bro. That shit does not sound fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. This ID thing on YouTube won't last a week. Alright, bro. I hear you, but I'm just saying, bro, it's not really up to us though, you know what I'm saying? That shit sucks. Could you imagine, bro? Like now, like they're gonna only put, cause now they know everybody's ages, cause they gonna put the Photoshop shit. I mean the photo ID shit on there. So now it's gonna be like, all right, we only gonna show your shit in front of people who are like this age or whatever. And it's like, damn, bro, like the fuck? Or like you use certain language, so now like you can't be seen by people like a certain age. It's like, that shit sucks, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that's kind of fucking stupid, bro. If it's like an age-based algorithm, bro, I can't see it lasting longer than like a few years though. But those few years are gonna be kind of shitty if that's the case, you know.